So we head into our first story, and for that we are heading to the UK because there was a surprising appearance of a K-pop boy band on a British TV show. The boy band in question is a rookie group called the Blitzers, and the show they appeared on was the audition programme Britain's Got Talent. Now, Bernie, when we hear about a new K-pop group being discovered on a TV audition show, we would assume that it would be in Korea, but it looks like this group has done something rather left field, and they actually made it into the semi-finals of the show as well. Bernie, can you first tell us more about this group? It's a 6-member boy band, right?
Yeah, it's a 6-member boy band, but, I think it sounds better when we call them a sextet because they're all good-looking guys. The way they got on the show is actually incredibly an unconventional journey. Blitzers is a fairly new band. They're not like super fresh new, but they've been around for a few years, and they have been, they pop up once in a while on these K-pop fan sites. So Blitzers is a name that's fairly new, but not well known yet.
Right, they haven't been able to break out as such.
Right, and so they've been bouncing around a bit. In Blitzers, they debuted almost 3 years to the day, May 2021. That's maybe 4 years, but they've been around for a little bit. Yep. And they've been sort of doing a lot of stuff overseas that we may or may not hear about often. So, for instance, they've done a U.S. and European tour in 2022. They played, I believe, 6 cities in the U.S., eight countries in Europe, and then last year they did a tour of Japan, and then just not too long ago, a few weeks ago, they actually held a concert in India. So they have been, quietly been on the road, building their name, building their reputation, but the big break came from Britain's Got Talent.
Okay, so they've been doing things a bit different then from other bands so far, and then Britain's Got Talent.
So they're not even British.
That's my question. So why? We've seen, of course, other non-British acts be on the show. We've seen other non-American acts be on the American version, America's Got Talent, and all that as well. But still, why Britain's Got Talent?
This one's interesting because they actually got invited to be on the show, and this season is, I wouldn't say it's special, but I would say it's extremely special in the sense that the granddaddy of these audition shows, Simon Cowell, is one of the judges.
Yes.
Absolutely, utterly blown away. They went through the early rounds and they auditioned, and they've been, like any other competitor. And, this is an incredibly high profile, highly ranked, wildly popular show. And yet they made it to the semifinals. And I think the song that helped them get to the semifinals is almost like too appropriate. If we look at the title for the song, they did a Shawn Mendes cover for There's Nothing Holding Me Back, which has become almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. But the fact they've made it to the semifinals, and then again, if you watch the video, the replay on YouTube, the crowd exploded. They went wild. They just were, unbelievably impressed. And there's a little bit more backstory about the Britain's Got Talent. Is the choreography for Blitzers was actually done by the Tuk crew, who actually appeared on the U.S. version, America's Got Talent, in 2021. So they were the choreographers for Blitzers.
Okay.
And again, like any great K-pop boy band, not only could they sing, but man, could they dance. And it was like borderline acrobatics. And so they blew away the audiences. They obviously blew away the judges. So, for those of you out there, tune in to the semifinals, which is coming up, and hopefully they may go all the way. But this is a pleasant surprise, a little bit roundabout, definitely out of the ordinary, but nonetheless something to be celebrated. And whether it's high fives or mic drops, something's going to happen, but it's all good all around.
Sure, I would say, I saw the video and say they did a great job showcasing what K-pop is about. Slick dance moves, great live vocals. They all looked good, as you said, as well.
Yeah, I'm insanely jealous. They don't even break a sweat, And I keep thinking, if I could do that, I'd just be pouring sweat. But
sure,
more power to them, and I wish them the best of luck.
Sure. I love the fact that they also added a little bit of Korean rap into their version of the song as well, which I think is great. Well, as you said, we'll be cheering them on in the semi-finals and hopefully onto the finals as well. Okay, let's